So as soon as I saw this phone, I saw them announce this, and then I looked at the specs and I said, wow, all of that for that price. In today's age, this phone is competing against phones that are really around 500 or so. And this phone is just about half of the price of some of these other phones. This is $280. I paid $280 for this. And I know a lot of review units went out to people immediately when this phone was announced, and I had to wait patiently. To get mine. So the time has come. It just got delivered, and I want to open it with you. $280, 250 megapixel shooters, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 16 megapixel front camera. It's got the 7300 Pro in here for Dimensity MediaTek, and this should be a very good phone. 120 hertz AMOLED display, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 7.8 millimeters in thickness, and it's just got everything a person could possibly want. So let's go ahead and crack this open, and we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna start using it. Yeah, I was really intrigued by this, man. I wanted one of the other phones, but that they have been releasing, but I just couldn't get them. Like I didn't get in there fast enough. And this time I said, I'm going to get in there fast, and I'm going to get in there. So this is the Nothing Phone 2 Pro, and I'm really excited about this. This is what you get here. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's a case in here. Yeah, here's a case. If it's a clear, yeah, I don't. This is just a cheap little clear case. I won't use that at all. I'll probably just buy my own case if there's some cases available for it. If I decide to use a case, because I'm team no case, so I don't have to have a case at all. But the good part is I was able to get the color I wanted, which was this orange looking color right here. I was really excited about this when I saw it. I wanted something very eclectic and different, and they have delivered. Yeah. Oh, this feels really good in the hand. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be too. And that's all you get. Nothing's changed here. They're kind of doing the same thing. Is there something down here? Oh, it's just a semi-ejection tray too. You got your Type-C, and that's it. So we're gonna put all this aside. We're gonna get to the phone. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. Wow, this is a thin phone. Wow, this is so much more lightweight than I thought it was going to be. It has a pre-installed screen protector, so I don't have to worry about that. I wanted this orange combination here because I really wanted something that was very eclectic and different. And this is a supposedly mild version of a modular phone, which I didn't get it for that. I got it for the price, and I got it because I really genuinely wanted this phone. Let's go to US down here. United States, or I didn't go to the top? I'm scrolling too. Okay, here's English. It's just got English UK, and we got English United States. There we go. But I genuinely wanted this phone. I saw how thin it was, and then I saw the competition for what it was competing against, and I said, man, I got to try to get this phone, man. And I was able to get in there and log in as quick as I could and get this color. Now you can still buy it, obviously, but this color seems to be, I guess, a fan favorite. And I just wanted something that was over the top, different, and eclectic, because I wanted the blue version of the other one, I think it was. But yeah, just at the hardware alone, man, this has like plastic right here. And this is kind of like a different kind of plastic. At first glance, you would think it was metal, but I think this is just all plastic. At least that's what it feels like. But the plastic body around here, this is really nice. So you got a microphone up top, volume rocker, power, and this is going to be some kind of special key, more than likely. SIM tray, Type-C microphone, and speaker down there. And then you have this triple camera setup. You got the 50-50 and the 8. And then you got a dual tone LED flash. And then the front is a 16 megapixel camera. So I'm going to put this on the charger. You just keep watching. You get to enjoy this video in its entirety. But just at first glance, man, let me bring one phone in here real brief so you can see how big it actually is. This is the OnePlus 13. Which is why I felt like I probably could use this, but this feels so much lighter than the OnePlus 13. It's incredible. It's such a lightweight phone. It's just very nice. And it has what the OnePlus 13 doesn't have, which is grip around the sides. This one was $280, folks, and it feels really good. I like the eclectic design. And so now I'm going to charge it up while I set it up, and then I'm going to come right back, and so you just keep watching. All right, folks. Okay, I've been playing with this for a little bit now. It's a little bit later in the day. I actually got this in the morning time, early afternoon, I think, and it's a little bit, several hours have passed by, and I got to tell you, let's go back to where I started at, the hardware. I've got all my apps on here and everything. I'll talk about the network too. You see it's on 5G Plus, because this is my visible SIM card, but I'll talk about that in a second. But, okay, check this out. This is a masterpiece. Reason being is because I like this phone a lot. This is my OnePlus 13, obviously. I like a phone that doesn't need a case and just all texture. It just feels great. This phone, I say it's a masterpiece because it's so different. It just feels really good in the hand. Just right there alone. Just talking about the hardware itself, this thing is nice. It is really nice. I mean, it's on point. They did a good job. Most people will be afraid of a plastic phone like this and all this, but they got to keep the cost low. So this is why this phone is plastic. Okay, polycarbonate, if you want to use a fancy term like some companies do, but it's plastic. This whole design is work. It is really nice. And apparently this color is, I guess, one of the more sought after colors, because I went back in, I was thinking about getting a second one, but it was gone. It was out of stock. Only the other two colors are available. But just anyway, this hardware, the button right here is set to take notes, and you can customize that button. This is the power, the volume, like I said before. But just this overall hardware feel, it feels just as good as my OnePlus 13. It's a hair wider. I mean, just a smidgen wider. It is not much wider at all, but it is just by a fraction. But that doesn't matter in a sense, because the phone is more grip. It's got plastic. The materials are just different. So I like it. Spot on with this one. Good job on this one. I don't think I'll be adding on anything with these add-ins, because you unscrew this and then you take this and you can put a little camera lenses on there. It's a bunch of different things you can do, but I'm not in it for that. This is a smooth, cool $280. So far has been great. Now, I said I want to talk about the network, because the network for me is going in and out here in my office. You saw it was on 5G Plus, and then now it's not. It's gone. And I realized, I was like, whoa, so the APN, everything just kind of disappears. I put in the APN settings, but then it just disappears. It doesn't stay in the phone. So let me go in here. See, it says emergency only. This could be an issue for me, but I have another SIM card I want to use anyway, but still, there's no APN settings there, and I've added them multiple times. So I was able to put it in airplane mode, and then I turn airplane mode back on, and then all of a sudden it'll just grab service. And it's probably like this. This phone is obviously probably not made specifically for Verizon customers, but it says on the website to check the network. So we'll keep an eye on that. But see, it's back right there. And I think if I leave out of the house or whatever, which I am going out of the house in a little bit, I'll see what's up with it and see if I lose service or whatever. So very nice. And by the way, let me just check the speeds real quick while I'm here. Okay. I think I have fast.com. I think I have the application on here too. I think I do. Typically on here, I'm getting, man, I don't even know. It's way faster than this, but just starting out. So, maybe this is what it is. I think I have the application though. This is this new setup right here for AI is doing. I don't have the application on here for some reason. I'm pretty sure I had it on here though, but nonetheless, browser, same thing. Really decent speed so far. I'll be able to stream and do whatever I want to do with that. But nonetheless, so far the hardware. Now, something in the hardware that I didn't talk about is the 256 gigs of storage with 8 gigs of RAM. This is a huge plus. This is a huge plus. I mean, you talk about a phone at this price point and you're getting 256 gigs of storage. If I bring in this phone, which is the Pixel 9a, which I feel like this is what this phone is. This is a category that people are going to put it in for competition. Not about the size, but just the price range and the specs and everything. This one right here costs $600 for a 256 gig. This is less than half the price. Yeah. And then I shouldn't have to do it, but the iPhone 16e is another expensive one. I think this was like 700 almost for 256 gig, I believe, or something like that. So it's up there. This is a 512 gig too, so you know how much this costs. That's what phones like this. It's very rare can I find something like this and I just run with it and I just jump out there and buy it, because 280 bucks so far, that alone makes it better than any of the phones I just put in this view real quick. Even the OnePlus 13. I mean, I know it's not going to be the powerhouse probably of the OnePlus 13, but when you're thinking about, if you think about you just a person you want to get the best out of your service or whatever, you want to get the best for your money. Phones like this, not just about the price, but phones like this, they come in clutch, because technically this is really good hardware. I don't know what expectations people have when they talk about hardware, but this is really good hardware. It's really good hardware. And so software-wise, this is their customer. I can actually turn this off, I believe, up here. Let's see here. Oh, no, there it is right there. I had it wrong. Smart beta and default. Yeah, there you go. So I'll swipe up now. This is what it looks like. Yeah. I don't think I like the smart beta one because it reminds me of my iPhone 16e. And I don't really want that on here. It reminds me of this. I don't really need that on this Android phone. I like to have just regular swipe up, and then that's it. Turn off this. But yeah, really nice. And then customizations obviously are off the charts. Along the same, I mean, we talk. When you say OnePlus and you say nothing, you get it. So we can go here and customize. You can see here these are the different icon packs you have. You got different wallpapers. You got all different kinds of things you can do. You can set this. You can do atmosphere on or off. You see how that goes over here on this side? It's kind of moving, animated. You see it? Like that. You got glass on and off. You can see what it looks like with glass on and off. And you can hit done. And then you've got a new look, which I think this was a little bit better looking anyway, and again, customizing. You got layout. You can go to 5 on here too, which is what I really like. It was defaulted on 4, but you can go to 5, and you could do basic colors, wallpaper colors. You can do it all. And these are just the ones that the wallpapers and everything. So you got your shortcuts. You got more. You can go in here like this, quick settings, everything here. Really nice. Go on the wallpaper, go back here. You got your widgets. Lots to like in here, man. Lots to like. You can add a widget right here. You can just add whatever widget you want to add. And I'm going to get it all set up and I'm going to really dig into it later. But I genuinely really like the way this is going. This is just my first impressions of it. I'm going to follow up on that network too. I wanted you to see that because there's going to be people that use Visible on this phone and they might not have this issue. It could be just that I'm indoors in my office or something blocking it or whatever. It could be anything. But I'm going to go ahead and follow up again on that because I owe it to you. Plus I did pay 280 bucks for this, but if I can't get good service, then obviously it's not going to be any good to me. So yeah, lots of specs on this thing, man, that are almost too good to be true. When you think about it, almost too good to be true. Almost. Shoot, there is just a whole bunch. I think a lot of people, when they see this phone in person, they're definitely going to ask, like, what the heck is this? They're going to say, what the heck? Now, to be clear on which camera is which, this is a 50 megapixel telephoto lens. This one over here is. So you get 2 times optical zoom and 20 times digital zoom with a 50 megapixel or 50 millimeter focal length. On the top up here, this is actually the 8 megapixel ultra wide. That's what this is. Yeah. So you got 119.5, which is basically 120 field of view. This one down here is the main camera at 50 megapixels, f1 over f1.57, 1 over 1.57, 24 millimeter focal length. Phase detection autofocus. So there's a whole bunch packed into this little phone that it's almost incredible to believe that this is what it's going down with. So I will follow up again, and I will let you guys know how I feel about this phone after a while. And I'm gonna try it with different SIM cards, but I actually want to use this as my primary phone, so that's why I'm keeping my visible SIM card in here. I'll go outside, I'll leave the house or whatever again, and then I'll take it out and see if I lose service in and out and about. And if I don't, I know it's just something inside of my house that's making it do this right here. But anyway, it's your man Jay, man. I hope you guys enjoyed First Impressions unboxing. That's really what this is. Let you know it's here already. This is a great value at 280 bucks. When you think about what you're getting, phenomenal value. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for camera content, software updates, just a follow up in the next 72 hours or so, more than likely. Just stay locked and you'll see. I got to tell you, a lot of you guys probably haven't felt this phone in hand yet, but for those that are thinking about getting it or you're waiting for your order, you're going to love the way this phone feels in the hand. It feels great. I like being back to this instead of all the brushed aluminum size or the polished aluminum size. This actually is much better. And if you're a person that, again, who doesn't like to wear a case, you're looking at the right phone. I'll see you in the next one. Leave your comment down below. Take care.